last time on Lawful Stupid.
We all got a mouthful of ginge.
So much ginge.
Blah, 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 blah. And we are finally heading out of this little camp to make our way to the ridge to talk to...
Making our way downtown, walking.
Farron.
Dwayne is so happy he got to stick one to you.
He's so glad.
Got
Did it. A year later, it's my turn. It's my time.
Yeah, we've been at that
But I want
Tyndall's
to get the image that we have going on. So we have this reindeer to which Rowan...
Oh, and it's stuffed when summoned. Full size BT dubs.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
When it's full size, it's stuffed. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
Fair
comfortable.
enough.
And I'm riding it, so it's majestic. And then we have Henry. No, not Henry. Sorry,
Yeah,
Chiringa.
yeah,
Henry
Chiringa.
riding horseback behind us.
Yeah, normal horses, I guess.
And then also we made a blood pact to murder all the gods.
Murder all the gods.
Oh yeah, minor detail. I forgot.
Also, Captain Tyndall is alive.
Oh not confirmed.
Someone calling themselves
where we left
Tyndall.
off was like, who? Oh, we got medals. We're heroes. We got medals.
Yes.
And then from Allison, who's the new minister of Oxbane, super hype. And then that was where we left off was, oh yeah, who are we gonna go to meet? Oh, Captain Tyndall. What? And then that would be now.
Yeah, that's Captain Tyndall. That's where we pick up. Where Atlas says,
I said, "Did you hear what he just said?"
Tyndall?
How did Tyndall?
Tyndall? Captain, like, piratey Tyndall.
Renwick Tyndall.
Yeah, the one of the Murphys. Do you know another Captain Tyndall?
How did we saw his ship was wrecked off the coast. How did he come to be in Nobek?
You'll have to ask him. But his ship was banged up when he sailed it in. Weird thing is, he doesn't remember a whole lot about the last few days, but he remembers coming on the ship.
Just if you could excuse us for 1 second,
Just
and I'll
1 second.
and I'll just shoulder grab the boys. All right. So if I'm right, and I usually am not at all, ever, but if I am right, we did fix this when we went back in time.
We did a good thing. Father.
We did a good thing. We undid your terrible thing.
Yeah, but we were all there together, so I will give us all credit for fixing
Or are we just getting our hopes up and it's a different...
We said it was Captain Renwick Tyndall the Mephies. I mean,
I disguise self as fucking Captain Renwick Tyndall. You're right.
I disguise self as Renwick Tyndall at that point.
I tried to disguise self. I roll for it.
I think Atlas does the angry face, happy face, like waving his hand up and down. It's not doing it.
And I shatter the illusion because I don't like looking like another tiefling. I like looking like a lot of things, but not another tiefling. Let's just play this cool. He doesn't remember much. That can happen when you alter the events of the past. It happened to Spawn for the longest time. He didn't remember that we met him at Capel. So maybe this is a good thing that happened, and maybe things can just be cool. And if so, I'll have to make a phone call.
Yeah, and maybe not mention the whole getting killed thing.
Well, maybe that didn't happen. Maybe that was a thing too.
Yeah, but if he knows the possibility.
Yes. I'll confirm things first.
You do your thing.
All right. And break. And then I turn back to Trin and go, anyway, interesting.
Yeah. You guys know I heard bits and pieces of that. You just, turned around.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay.
We're just counting on your goodwill.
And Chiringa kind of, laughs, like this, shoulder shaking laugh. And you see, everything just kind of, fall and relax. And I have missed you three very much.
We've missed you.
Ditto.
What's your name again?
Yeah, You're such a
I
kidder.
would
And,
never
like,
do that.
fingers
Just kidding.
pointing back and forth. Well, anyways, I'm going to get some rest. It's been a day. It's been a week. It's been a year.
2 of them. I'll take first watch.
Cool beans. Yeah. So, just go ahead and roll me that perception check, please, and thank you.
Natural 1.
Wolves descend the mountains.
Yeah, you have a nice and peaceful watch. Who takes next watch?
I'll take next watch.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
All quiet, buddy. Enjoy.
13.
You have a nice and peaceful watch, my dude.
Yay, joy. Oh, it's not bad. 18.
You have a nice and peaceful watch, my dude.
All right.
Yeah, so you guys have a pretty uneventful night. And then you guys pack up and just like travel some more. We're just gonna like fast forward that unless you have a conversation you kind of want to sort of have. All right, great. So you guys travel again, and so like the top of the hill, you're kind of seeing you kind of see Holbeck, and it's like nighttime, and so you can kind of see like the fire or the lamplight from the town. And you know that it's like another hour hike in, and you'll be at Holbeck. So you guys kind of like march your way through there, and Tringa, just like as you're getting closer to town, I can smell the food already. I'm so hungry. The rations are the worst. And no offense, Atlas, but you eat way more than the normal person.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so you guys roll into Holbeck, which is like a pretty rural town. Like it's larger as things are considered. Shane, you got a question?
Tavern.
Boys, tavern.
Oh,
What's
yes.
that red room?
Source of news, source of food, all the things are good.
And if they sell rum there, that's where we'll find Renwick Tyndall.
Yeah, so Holbeck is like you guys are coming from the northeast, and it's one thing you notice is it's like on a plateau. Like it's on a raised level, and you can kind of see because like it is like the lamplight from the town, because everything's kind of lit right now because it's not super late. The light kind of like dips off into emptiness. It like falls down into the crevasses of this plateau. And if you want to see what Holbeck actually looks like, you can go to the Instagram and kind of see like a rough map. There's like a body of water in the middle of it, and to the north there's like a forest area covering it, covering the north as well. But so you guys roll in, and you're looking for what are you looking for specifically, my boys?
Tavern?
Some of the red roof.
That's my boy, the red roof. So you guys do you look for the red roof, and you 100% spot it. And as you approach, you have the red roof, and you have like the symbol, like the small like copyright symbol of the red roof that you see like everywhere. And then you see the name of this red roof, and
I was straining to think of one. Thank you.
No, I got you already. It's the Scarlet Fox. And so you boys, you guys roll. I assume you just like heartily roll into the Scarlet Fox.
I think we're singing the old Oxbane drinking song, right?
Yes, and I immediately want to be looking for Renwick Tyndall.
What's up?
I think we're singing that old Oxbane drinking song, aren't we?
Oh, please, just do a couple bars of that for me as you walk in.
Oh, no matter where we stray, we always reach for a cup. No matter where we go, our horns be facing up. Oxbane, Oxbane, jewel of the land. Oxbane, Oxbane, come take my hand. Oxbane, Oxbane, land that I love. Oxbane, Oxbane, blessed from above.
And so just $40 more a month, and you could have a whole episode of that.
He's gonna make an album.
I
for
promise.
you.
Ideally-
I promise. I'll write it ahead of time. I won't. Make
Ideally
it up on top of
mixed
my head.
by Ginge, so that gets like better.
Auto
Whoa,
tune.
I don't think that's possible. Sound like Fergie mixed with
Wow.
Jesus.
Sorry. What do you want to do, Atlas? You want to roll in there? What?
I said immediately looking for Captain Tyndall.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. You guys
Please.
bust into the Scarlet Fox, and your gaze is cast around, and these people look a little different.
Are
Like
they
clothes wise,
turtles?
style wise. It wouldn't be that different to Kristoff, but it's like a different type of like clothing, right? Like it's less functional. Even for
Say
some
it. It's fashionable. We look nice.
Yeah, well, even like so, this isn't part of Silence, but it's still even in the Holbeck region. It's like people gotta care more about their appearance, right? Like
Hoity-toity.
well, it's not hoity-toity because it's like a rural town, but like they like take off their muddy fucking shit, right? Like, and they look like
they bathed.
and they look like they take pride in their clothes, and like if there's holes or they don't wear the same fucking overalls or like robes, so it just looks nicer in general. Like, and people they're a little more welcome. So you see like a smattering of like people. The barkeep is a female elf, and just let me just set up the scene, and you can have at and I'm gonna like break down like. We have like general NPCs in there. It's pretty decently full house, but 3 that stand out as like not necessarily like normal people, because I feel like that's really the only way to like be fair to you boys. You have the following descriptions. One is Captain fucking Tyndall, so have at. And if you haven't, let me just like roll through Captain Tyndall. If you didn't listen to season 1, he is an unnaturally buff red tiefling. Everything that Kristoff could ever hope to be. And he wears like glasses, and his coat is super long, but does not touch the ground. And he has like 2 blades crossed across his back, and he carries like this badass crossbow. And his horns are broken at the root, and his tail has like a metal tip fused to it. Like in place of where like his tail like should have been or was before it was like damaged at some point.
I
And
never
he is,
realized
like,
this before.
drinking.
But every time that Dwayne has been saying like he looks like Kristoff, but he's better, he's described him, and I never got it before. But he based Renwick Tyndall off of me. Wears glasses, is super buff, no horns.
Like in
Like-
real life shit.
Yeah, like he based it off Chainsaw.
That's
Thank
dude, that's
you.
right.
Thank you,
I
Dwayne.
100% did that. This is also the really awkward part where I tell you that you're not of European descent. It's just like you're like 100% Cherokee.
Yeah, I knew that.
Oh, you already knew that. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Anyway, so moving on. So like Tyndall's like feet up, drinking, and like in the middle of like 4 like peasants, right? Like peasants is a strong word. Sorry, like normal villagers. 3 of which of the female variety. 1 of which just like some dude like, oh, he's at the table with the girls. Like you can tell he's like trying to ride off Tyndall's like coattails. And then you're gonna see
Just like Chainsaw.
Yeah, 100%. Which I feel like. Well, anyways, we'll get into that. Anyways, so you see sitting alone at a table is like this tall, thin elf with like platinum hair that kind of like shines in the light. It's like almost like iridescent or kind of glows as like the lanterns flicker up. And I don't know who would have experience with it, but you would know them as Azamar? Question mark.
The angels?
Is it an Azamar or an elf?
It's an Azamar technically, but like looks more elven than like Azamar, right? Like
Interesting.
yeah.
I get what you're saying. So it's like an Azamar is typically the antithesis of a tiefling, which is human mixed with infernal, but you're saying this is an Asmar, which is divine mixed with elf.
Yeah.
The
pretty
common
much,
ancestor
like,
was an elf that bumped uglies with a fucking
God.
deva.
in theory. So yeah, it's that's the bag.
Track.
And then the other one that stands out is it's like a human. And he has like he has like a blonde. Oh, man, I hope you guys know what a pompadour haircut is.
I do.
Yeah, so he has a pompadour haircut, and it's like looks great. And he like wears like a white cloak, similar to like Atlas's, where it like clips with two blue medals at like the collarbone. And he is like drinking in the middle of a group, like at like a shared table. And you notice that like he has a gauntlet on his right hand, and on his back is like an axe and a shield that like look like valuable. Yeah, those are like the four people that stand out, other than like rando NPCs that I will be assessing to. And yes, go ahead, Christoph.
Predominantly tiefling?
No.
Okay.
Not predominantly tiefling at all. More half elf human mix with some orcs that are like this white red color. It's like
They're like
almost
rosé?
Think more like burnt. Like it's like
Okay.
it's kind of like a light pink but burnt.
Okay.
If that's like, if you can imagine that.
Dark around the edges.
Yeah.
And then any odd looks at Kristoff as he walks in?
Not particularly as you walk in.
Okay. To drinks, I guess. Drinks first.
Yeah, you guys go.
I'm singing the drinking song. I'm coming in. I'm having a good time.
Yeah, and the tavern is like full of noise. Anyways, people are already having a good time. You can tell like this is where people blow off steam. Like, so there's a lot of noise. People are talking. People are laughing. And so you guys roll up to the barkeep. Yeah.
Excuse me, barkeep.
And she turns to you and she says, she kind of looks at the three of you, and says, "Welcome. I don't believe I've seen you three before."
We're new in town.
Oh, well, welcome to Holbeck. What will you be having?
I can't really drink ginger ale 2 nights in a row. I'm just full of ginger.
Oh, that's a shame, because we have a fresh batch. It's really warm.
No, I can't do it. I'll take a mulled wine, please.
Absolutely. And she hands you a drink, and you pay for it, I assume.
I would like a rainbow bowl, please.
Son of a bitch.
And she says, okay, yeah, Rainbow Bowl. I have no idea what that is.
You've never heard of a rainbow bowl?
Just describe it in detail and she'll make it.
No, I haven't heard of a Rainbow Bowl. I can give you a nice warm ginger ale.
Well, I'll describe it, and you basically just, whatever you feel like goes in it, I'm sure will be correct. So, a delicious, non-alcoholic drink that sends your mind through time. Also add a whipped cream and cherry, please.
Uh-huh. And she goes, I have just the thing. And you see her grab a mug and hit a tap, and then hands you a drink. She goes, that's our Rainbow Bowl.
Perfect.
It's going to taste great. Excellent.
And then Rowan, I also order for him a mulled wine.
Yeah, and so she hands Rowan a mulled wine too, and from that point, what do you guys want to do? Like, you're in this like this Scarlet Fox. It's got a good vibe. People are like chatting. There's like villagers playing games or townsfolk playing games at tables. Like,
I want to take an ale over to Tyndall immediately.
Yeah, so you take, so you want to order another ale, or you just want to take your ale?
Order another one.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
order
So you order a nice warm ginger ale, because that's what's on tap, and you walk over to Captain Tyndall.
Oh, Captain Tyndall, it is a pleasure to see you. Set the drink down.
When you do that, Tyndall looks at you like as if he just saw a fucking ghost. Like that red is like fucking white. Like it's light pink. It's light pink canonically. And he says, "How are you here?"
I have precisely the same question.
And he like takes this.
Tell me what you know.
Beat down and looks around the table and goes, ladies, this is Atlas, and he's from out of town, but we have important I will be with you soonish, I promise. But excuse me. And he like picks up the ale you gave him, and you kind of hear like resigned like awes and like bows of disappointment as like Tyndall like gets up and walks away and like puts his arm around Atlas and starts walking into an empty table. What on earth are you doing here? Like, yeah, what?
Why are you surprised that I'm here? It's probably a good place to start.
Well, honestly, I don't remember the last 3 days, but the last thing I remember is like there being that wolf thing. And it's like murdering the entire crew. And the last thing I remember is you fighting it. And then I woke up and, well, I was on the coastline. And Henry and, that's girl with the flames.
Ava.
I believe her name was Daythorn.
And he like looks at you, Kristoff! You're alive!
No, stop. Go back to this.
Renwick.
Back to this. Is the crew gone? Is it just you?
Yeah. You were there when that thing murdered them all.
I also have no recollection. Listen. What did you do with
Didn't
it? What
we
did
fight
you
it
drop
and
me?
beat it?
We did. But
was I
other
there,
than that,
Tyndall? Do you remember?
No, you all fought it. And then two of you vanished. And Atlas was there, and he, not very lively, but when it came back, like, Atlas fought it off, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to save everyone, and I was very thankful that I was in my quarters, and by the time I got out, I'm not sure how Atlas beat it, honestly. It murdered people before most people were even awake to deal with it.
So you're the only one that you found from your crew?
Zettel?
Well, I mean, you and I both survived.
But yeah, what about Zell, first mate?
And he kind of like drinks the shit out of that ale. No.
I bet he was the first one in the fight.
I wish I knew. When I like heard the yells and the noises of Atlas fighting, he was the first body I found at the top of the stairs.
Can you describe what is Tyndall wearing right now?
His the things I described. His coat and two swords and.
I don't know if you'll have need of this, but and I reach into my bag and I pull out his spare coat.
He looks at you and just like, you are the best person I've met today. I didn't have a chance to get my things, and honestly, this coat is, well, it's pretty dingy. I'm so excited to see that.
I have something else for you, and I'm afraid it cannot wait at all. I'm sorry to interrupt Atlas.
No,
and
go ahead, yeah.
I reach into my pocket, and I flip the coin in the air, and I catch it, and I grab Bryn McTindall's hand, and I go, Ilaria, are you there?
And you hear like shuffling and like some mumbling, and you hear, Christoph, we probably need to like work out hold on. And you hear like some magic noises. Nope, we're good. They're probably not gonna. Didn't kill them. They're probably not gonna wake up, but they're alive.
I think this is how this works, dear. There's someone who wants to say hello.
And you hear, Ilaria!
Avia? Oh, y'all keep saying Ilaria.
No, sorry, Ilaria. Yeah, sorry. Avia! Oh, wow, it's good to hear your voice.
I'm drunk.
I don't know. I also have been drinking a while. Avia! It's good to hear. Tyndall! But, Christoph, you said he was dead!
It turns out I'm wrong all the fucking time.
I'm so thankful well, the questions raised on you being wrong, but, oh my gosh, is Zell there too?
I just look at Tyndall.
And Tyndall goes, question, why did you think I was dead?
And I'll take a drink of my rainbow bowl.
Well, you can't, well, you're hearing, like, one side, actually. You're not hearing Ilaria or Avia's side. You're hearing them two, like, talk. And Avia goes, well, Christoph, he told me that Atlas murdered everyone on the ship. And Tyndall goes, well, I'm not sure that's what happened.
Not everyone, obviously. So we've been wrong. I've been wrong. I have been wrong about so many things. It seems, from what we know, that Zell did not make it here. Well, we are, anyway. I don't think that... Tyndall, did you see a body? She deserves to know.
Yes.
Zell didn't make it. Most of the crew didn't make it, but Tyndall did!
Yes, I did, and it was all thanks to Atlas. Had he not saved us from that evil spirit, I wouldn't be here. And you hear Avia say, of course, that's awesome. That's... I just, the whole crew. Yes, fortunately.
At least someone made it out.
I'm sorry.
At least you weren't there.
Captain. And you hear Captain, like, lose, like, that persona for just, like, a moment and say, Avia, I don't want you to blame yourself. You followed what you thought was right, and if that's not the Murphy's way, I don't know what is. You could not have predicted an evil spirit would have come onto our boat. That's like a story from legends. That's not something you would think would happen every day. But you know what? Now that I think about it, Christoph, every time I meet you, it's not a great thing. I'm a little worried.
Yeah, I will get out of your hair as soon as possible to save you any future tragedies, I assure you. I needed Avia to hear your voice.
Thank you. And I'm so sorry, Captain, about Zell and the others. And the captain says, yes.
Avia?
Christoph?
I'll be in touch. And I saw the pen in my pocket.
Yep. You guys do that.
So it's like a really good poignant moment, because the last time she was really upset, she said that she'd be in touch and it meant a bad thing. But this time it was a good hope thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was good stuff. So you guys know that Tyndall survived, and Zell did not, and neither did the rest of the crew.
But Atlas didn't kill them.
Yeah, Atlas.
Allegedly.
Tyndall told you that Atlas fought the spirit off. Yeah, absolutely.
I say, so what do you remember dropping me? You did drop me off at some point, right? You say I fought that thing, but I don't know. I'm very confused by the whole ordeal. Anyways.
Honestly, that's what makes two of us. Like I said, the last thing I remember is you fighting that thing, and then me waking up here.
So were you summoned here? Is the reason why you were coming here? I mean, I think I wanted passage, but I don't remember.
And he looks at you and he says, "Atlas, I woke up here. I didn't have a plan to come to Whisper War. I woke up here. My ship is sunk."
I don't. Anyways, I'm glad you're alive.
I'm sorry that I don't have answers. Do you? And he looks at you just open-eyed.
And I'll go, well, you know what? Why don't you try getting grilled by Kristoff and see how it feels?
Kristoff, does it feel great?
I don't have a strong opinion.
Yeah.
You
Atlas.
son of a gun.
I'll be honest, I'm just happy you're alive. That's really the long and short of it. This is amazing. This is very good. Let's get fucking obliterated. Let's get just ridiculously drunk.
Sounds great. He pounds the rest of his ginger ale and motions for another round.
Excuse me, barkeep.
Yeah?
Ginge for everyone!
Pour ginge on everyone.
Oh.
Just fill the gollets with ginge.
You see her start filling up mugs of warm ginger ale.
No one this night shall go wanting of ginge.
Yeah, so barkeep starts making drinks, and people are just walking over and picking them up.
I'd slide 5 gold to the bar.
Yeah, you pay an adequate amount. Subtract 5 gold from your ledger.
Okay.
Rowan's with us too, right?
Yeah.
Rowan, why don't you go check out that platinum-haired elf over there? You guys probably make a good thing. She seems to stand out. She's been staring at you.
You're both elves. I don't see why you ain't friends.
There's a whole lot of not orcs in here, and I go get along with them.
But there are a lot of orcs. There are a lot of orcs.
Or
there's also a lot of not orcs.
what if she's looking at you and how buff you are with your one eye?
Well,
yeah, you're right. I'll go talk to her. Nah, you go.
No, you get you some, boy.
I just got out of
You just broke up with your girlfriend.
relationship.
You broke up with your ghost girlfriend, through murder.
yeah, when Crystal murdered her.
There's
can't kill
a
that
few
which has
different ways
already
to
been
break up with
dead.
a girl. You can do it direct.
Text her?
You can do it direct. You can text her. You can get an old crazy wizard to dispel her from this plane of existence, making her to be torn into 1,000 pieces and fade away into the torrent. You can leave her a note.
He sent her a glitter bomb.
Send a glitter
So
bomb.
many
That's
options.
fucked up.
So, who's rolling over to talk to himself?
Oh, Rowan definitely is. I gotta hear this.
I'm just singing drinking songs, and now I'm drinking I'm singing Silencian drinking songs now in the back of the tavern.
Cool. In the tiefling tongue, I assume?
Yes, in Infernal.
Yeah, excellent.
I guess I'm gonna go talk to the angel elf.
Yeah, see, you walk up on this...
Elf angel, you're
I
my
said,
darling
call her that.
angel.
Yeah, you walk up on this this Asmir and what do you do? How do you approach this?
Well, how long have we been drinking before I can?
We'll say at least an hour of drinking before you decide to walk over.
No one can see this, but I'm being fed lines and just audibly shaking my head no at them.
Is it audible? Because that would come through the podcast if it was audible. Anyways,
I told him to ask the Azamar, did it hurt? When you fell from heaven.
Every day I'm just like thankful that you got married. Like, there are miracles.
Yeah, you and me both.
Hey, girl, your legs tired?
Oh
so
my
what
god.
do you say?
So, it's not going to be what any of these people say.
I don't even know if it's a boy or a girl elf.
It's a girl elf. You can tell.
I
can
just
tell.
it's an elf angel with long, iridescent hair. Tall
Oh my
and
god,
thin.
talk to this person!
I did.
What did you say?
A.
Hey, he nodded.
That's it.
You hear the response of, yes?
What you doing here?
Well, I was drinking, and then this half-elf walked up and literally gave me a letter. He said, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
That's so weird. It's like that thing that just happened.
Yes, it did just happen. Hi, can I help you?
Maybe. What's your deal?
I'm sorry, I don't know what my deal is. I'm having a drink. Does someone have to have a deal to have a drink here?
I'm just saying, if there were a list of people that stand out, you would be on that list.
If someone were to point out 3 key NPCs in this establishment, he would be
And so she looks at you and says, "Look." So when I say she looks at you, she like turns her head in your direction, and she says, "Look, I'm sorry. People tend to be drawn to me. They don't tend to say apish things like that, but all the same, you're welcome to have a seat at my table, sir, and it doesn't sound like you're from Holbeck, that's for certain."
Oh god, no. I'm from a place even poorer than this.
That explains your manners, then. My name is Ezreal. What is your name?
My name is Rowan. And if you haven't heard of
Nice to
me...
meet you. What?
You haven't heard of me? Tyndall didn't tell you?
No, I haven't spent any time with Tyndall. I see. Well, I know what he's about. That being said, quick moment. Ezreal is actually the NPC submitted by Rocking Your Star, or Savannah, who was just on a guest spot with us.
Makes sense.
And so Ezreal again faces you and says, "What brings you to Holbeck?"
You want the long story or the short story?
Well, probably the short story, if we're being honest.
The short story is we're on our way to murder gods, and we have some fucking petty shit to do along the way.
Okay.
Hey,
That's a new one.
I gotta update the podcast tagline real quick. Gotta update all the social.
Murder gods, petty shit along the way.
Sorry, it's gotta real quick. Just gotta change everything.
Well, which gods are you trying to murder?
Oh, you wanted the short version. That's it. So anyway, what's your deal? What are you doing here?
Well,
you don't look like you fit in here either.
that's because I don't. I'm here because I don't know if you know this, but there's not great things happening here, and I think I'm going to see what I can do about it.
Nuh-uh. What you doing?
Going to try and stop the bad things from happening, Rowan.
But how? Like, we're stopping bad things.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Listen, I don't know what you know about me or my kind, but we're not exactly normal. I'm going to go see what I can do about the Kingdom of Silence and what they're cooking up, if it were.
That's what we're doing.
Oh,
We even got one of the princes.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I got a prince.
Of silence.
Something or other. He talks
I'm just
a lot.
back here just belting it out infernal.
Yeah, that guy.
Interesting. What is his name?
Christopher Toff.
Did you mean Kristoff?
Probably.
Well, that could be interesting. That could be quite useful for me.
What do you mean useful for you? He is my friend.
Well, he would be an excellent bargaining chip.
What kind? What do you mean bargaining chip? He is my friend. He is not a chip.
No, I understand. Oh, listen. I apologize. I can't see. So if you're deformed in some way and therefore not very bright, and I just can't pick that up, he's not a chip. He would be a tiefling if he's a prince. Yeah, I would use him as a metaphorical chip in the sense that he would be a great thing that in theory the Kingdom of Silence would want.
Oh, now I see where you're getting at.
Yes. That's good, because it didn't seem like you saw anything, and I thought I was the blind one.
Oh, no. You didn't even pick up on my sarcasm.
Oh, I heard it, my friend.
Shame.
Yes. And as he's singing, you see her, look his direction.
Alright, well... Are you familiar with... You know what? You're not even worth bringing out the big guns on. I'm not even gonna do it.
You have big guns. I bet you do.
I do.
I love mortals. They're my favorites.
Who said I'm immortal?
In the podcast that has a big gun.
Yeah, I have a big gun.
That's true.
I'll just say, you leave my friend alone, and everything's fine. You can go about doing your stuff, and we're good.
Nobody threatened your friend.
You called him a bargaining chip. That's disrespectful. And he's done great things.
Well, that's fine. He's still a bargaining chip. It's not disrespectful to say that that's the case. That's just the truth of it, my boy. But that's okay. I'm sure we'll all have more drinks and we'll talk about it. Yes, maybe so.
Excuse me for just a moment. I have to talk with someone.
Okay, go ahead.
Kristoff.
Yes, Rowan, my dear friend.
So do you think we could convince Atlas to murder this blind bitch over here because she's gonna try to use you as a bargaining chip?
Can be used. Can I?
I mean, maybe. Just in case. I think murder's the best solution.
I feel like you're skipping a few levels. I mean, I'll trust you, man. I'll back your play. But
This hasn't burned me recently at all.
Look, if it turns out to be a mistake, we'll just go back in time and fix it. It's not even a big deal.
You can't control the loot even a little bit.
No, I totally can. I just don't want to right now.
You haven't ever wanted to.
No, and that's how I know that I could if I did.
It's probably not true. I'll tell you what. If she tries to use me, depending on how she's trying to use me, if it's evil, if it's evil,
I'll let her.
Why would she try to? I don't even know. Why would she try to use me?
Because of the bargaining chip for silence.
For what? What does she want with silence?
I don't know. Who cares?
Maybe it's a
But
good
let's
thing.
murder her.
It's probably not a good thing.
Excuse me. Do that. Does she have a name?
She's blind, bro.
I said, excuse me.
It wasn't
You there?
important enough
There's
to
a
remember.
fucking tavern full of people, and you're yelling at a blind person.
Just call them blind one.
Azamir.
So, what do you want, Christoph?
And you, I mean, that she understands, right? Only one in the room. You hear her, like, push her chair back and walk over. Yes?
I've heard that you have need of someone of my name. With no abilities or poignant things, but mostly my name.
Yeah. You are a Shindo, it sounds like. And,
Formerly?
Well, formerly, maybe not. I feel like you're still blood. I just thought it would be useful if you came along. We had a chat with the sitting king and tried to put this whole matter to rest.
Oh, see, it's a common misconception that happens all the time, actually. It's really, you don't understand. You said I was of the same blood as the Shindos, the deep red infernal blood of the Shindos, but unfortunately, and I'm going to take my draconic claw and draw it across my wrist, drawing blood, simultaneously casting prestidigitation to turn my blood silver, and letting it drip. I share no common blood with the Shindo family, since been removed. And then I'll...
Yeah, so when you're doing that,
She's blind. Yep, got it. Fuck it up. Fucked up. Fucked up real bad, huh?
what did I mess up?
Literally, figuratively.
I share no common blood with the Shindos.
Oh, what I thought you were the brother, the Christoph Shindo.
Right, but there have been some changes, and I am not any longer. I am not Christoph Shindo.
I know, I said his name was Christopher Tall.
I am Christoph, the Silver Serpent of Silence. You may have heard me called that once or twice, and I have nothing to do with any royal family in Silence or anywhere else.
Oh, and when you say that, she kind of laughs. She goes, "Oh, you're that, Christoph. I see.
Yes.
Well, good luck with your operation."
I'm gonna grab her by the wrist.
Yeah, okay, you do that.
I'm not gonna judo throw her. I'm
Well,
just
I
gonna
mean, you grab her by the wrist. Careful, that sounds
I'm gonna
aggressive.
I'm gonna take hold of her wrist just so that she
Okay.
can't, because it sounded like she was walking away.
Yeah, she was
Take
walking.
hold of her wrist so that I can lean
Sure.
forward and say, "You can threaten me all that you want, and you can threaten the royal family of Silence. But if you imply that any sort of ill omens will befall those who work for me in my organization, I will burn the ground that you walk upon."
And she like turns back and leans in, and she whispers to you and says, "It's cute that you think your little speck of dust is important enough for me to even care."
If you value your place in this world, you won't take an interest anytime soon in my specters.
I don't see your short lifespan or anything you do as significant you little serpent. We don't have any worry of that.
By all means, outlast me. Wait me out. That's fine. Do whatever you want after I'm gone.
That's what I did with the last Shindo.
Her arm gets real cold, Dwayne.
Yeah, okay, it does. And, like, you see her do that, and she goes, I don't think that's what you want to do,
Which Shindo?
boy.
Say his name.
Not Altrian, but his father. Altrian was a good king. Not what I can say for the sitting king or the sitting king's grandfather. But it's not that you, and she like breaks your grasp.
Yeah.
Would know anything of that. You're not the Kristoff I want. And she like turns and walks away.
And I settle into my seat, into my drink. I kill my drink that I have, and then I turn to Rowan. I put my arm around him. Methula Madura!
Like, oh, Chris, I don't know if I told you, but I'm supposed to kill your brother. Did I tell you that already?
you hadn't mentioned.
Oh. Yeah. Supposed to.
Do you intend to?
I never really intend to do anything.
Are you?
That's where we end the episode. No, hold on, that's where we end. I don't intend to do anything. That's where we end the episode. Yep, boys.
Thanks so much for listening. We really
Thank
appreciate
you
all
so
the
much
support and listen to us every week. Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
Babylon.
Babylon Candle.
The
Babylon
famous
Candle.
city, Babylon. It's coming up in this season. Just keep your eyes peeled.
But so seriously, thank you. We love you guys very much. Appreciate you.
Anybody who's smarter than me is this episode in chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Because we
This
have.
episode in chain?
No.
I think
Maybe.
so. Well,
If it's the-
no, it's not.
It is
Because
not.
this one, it will be. Yeah, it will be. Get the fuck out of here! It will be.
There's
It'll be
14.
the 28th.
Be the 28th.
The
Wait,
14th,
January?
21st, 28th. Yeah, confirmed. I just
Okay,
looked at the
perfect.
calendar.
Then roll for animality.
Yeah, roll for animality.
I actually have a fucking month ahead of time charity prepared for the first time in my entire life. So I was
2019, new us.
shine 2019. Thank you.
I refuse.
It's a 13. 13 roll for animality
Yes.
for the Paws organization. Seriously, people in this world typically are trash people, generally speaking. But like animals are pure and fantastic and deserve your love. And so if you won't support any of the amazing charities we've had there for people that aren't trash people, the few that aren't, we've been supporting them, then please support these adorable puppers like Gadget. And picture of Gadget in the description.
I do the picture where Gadget's a Victorian lady.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I don't. Can I tell you that the description is text only?
Yeah, but you're going to send a link to a special page that you create for our website.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. You can't just keep fucking say put this shit in the description. You can say you
Look,
wanna
Look,
go
we'll
to
just
Instagram,
upload
you
it
go
to the
our
old
Twitter.
photo bucket
Okay,
from
if
like
you go to our
2004.
Instagram, if you go to our Instagram, you'll find a picture of my dog Gadget wanting you to support the Paws organization.
Yeah, there you go.
And a
Well,
script
link
of
to
this
which will be
entire
in the
You're
description.
just gonna have a bunch of web pages that says Shane's fucking link. Shane's fucking link to. Like, no, I'm not doing that.
But you will see a link to our
What if
Instagram.
there's just a page of like, yeah, we talked about this on the podcast. It's just like
Yeah.
all the random links, and you just have fun clicking
No.
through all of that.
Oh, you know it'll be multiple sets of events.
Look,
Oh, God damn.
you guys keep talking shit about that, and it's not my fault that you don't understand it.
No, but it makes me giggle every time. Hey guys, I have to ask a question on podcast,
Yeah.
and it's very lore intensive. So Atlas, if you think Teresa is dead, you've had 6 hours of talking to Henry and haven't asked once, my dude.
He doesn't think she's dead.
Yeah, you do. Canonically, like, you think there's no reason for Etis to have been lying. That's why you accepted the whole fucking, like, go murder Captain Tyndall.
What do you want
You
me to
were
do,
in your
Dwayne?
one
What do you
shot.
want me to, what do you want me to do? I can't
I wanna
separate us
know-
in that matter. I can't separate myself from Alice. We know.
Then
We'll ask. We'll pose it. We'll pose it.
no. Now I don't want you to. Now I want you to play your shit.
No, I have to.
No, you
I'm
don't.
gonna
'Cause
steal
you're
that
one
coin.
person.
I'm gonna steal that coin from Kristoff because I don't get that it's a one-way link, and I'm gonna try to call my mom on it.
Okay.
Mama,
I was just curious.
What are
6
you baking?
episodes, and we've talked about it off podcast too. I was just very curious.
This
That's
is a
all.
very big world, Dwayne. This whole
Did
thing's
you have?
a
You said you had a
gigantic-
question. Do you have a question for me or Alex?
No. I want to know that one because like multiple.
I was
Poor
ready to answer some
Dragon
questions.
has said multiple times, Teresa's not dead. Teresa, I refuse to believe it.
Okay, I'm gonna spit this back at you. For 6
Mm-hmm.
hours we played, and Henry has not said anything about Teresa.
Why would he like?
Because it's his
That's
wife and they're in
betrothed,
love.
loved wife.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like
but
they would have talked about it. In fact, the episode can't end. We have to talk about it right now. About them, what conversation did Alice and Henry have when they first met?
Yeah, it's canon. It's just
No, it's not. That's not how this works. I would have thought that would have been like one of the first things out of your like, hey man, like, how's mom? Like, because you like were told she was dead. That's all.
I'm dealing with some stuff, okay? And I just got it dealt with. So now she's the next on the docket.
Listen, I just lost my girlfriend that totally wasn't pretend. She was real.
It was like the NFL football player, the faker. Listen, I'm uncursed to a sense. I also didn't kill Tyndall, and there's one other thing. I'm like, things are
Well,
working out pretty good right now.
Things are all coming up Atlas,
Well,
to be
okay,
real.
so in theory you didn't kill Tyndall, but you did like lead to Ilaria's death. So like that's not great.
Well,
Yeah, but it was the only way.
she
Well,
knew it was
was
happening.
it?
She was miserable in
Wait,
there.
I feel
It was-
like I feel
She's
like there was
miserable in that
multiple-
sword.
It was the most expedient way.
That's fair. It was the fastest way. Yeah, I just had to ask that question because I wanted to ask last time, but I didn't want to like tip you off, and so I was really curious if you're gonna ask this time.
It's because she's alive and well at the Red Hot Chili Pepper, and she's doing great.
Yeah, for sure, my dude.
Okay, Dwayne admitted it live.
Yeah,
He admitted it.
100%.
She's fine. DB, that one's for you.
Wait, 4 weeks to hear it.
Yeah, Dragon, that was all for you. Anyways,
Dragon, the whole podcast is for you.
that's not true. It's for everybody, but Dragon and all patrons, we love you very much.
And non-patrons.
Hey, you know what we should start doing? And I'm going to do it right now.
What?
Roll for Manny.
No,
No,
we
he's
already
gonna
did
list
that.
off all
It's
the
roll for
patrons.
animality. I'm going to list off. Yes, exactly. I'm going to give just a
Can you
quick
get on
shout
my
out.
wavelength and just ask about Teresa next time?
What's that?
You know
No,
what?
no, I'm just
I'll
trying to
ask
ask.
about Teresa next time because it wouldn't make sense for me.
So
'Cause
so what I think is confusing to Devin in his defense is we did do the
Findelmus.
Christmas episode, and that kind of like she was there and she was alive and well in that, but that was a weird time thing. So
Because you still have the
admittedly,
reindeer.
I can
But
see
all right,
why
so
he
also
would be confused.
Findelmus was recorded after episode 1 through 3, so I'm not going to give you
Sure. Okay. But there's a little bit of leeway because Henry didn't show up until episode 3, so we recorded after 1 through 3, but he didn't show up until episode 3. So
That's fair.
anyway,
that. And he would've
I'd
said,
like to
"No,
take a
that's
moment
fair,
to
that's
think.
fair. So he
all
very
of-
well could believe she's alive because that happened between 2 and 3. That's fair.
Because you still have the reindeer that we got
But
from
I,
Findelmus.
but I, so in my mind, Findelmus happened in the past because it happened in Oxbane, and Oxbane wasn't destroyed.
Right.
It did happen. It did happen in the past, but like, Findle magic between episode 2 and 3, man. Like I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have a hard time right there. So
Well, to be fair,
that's the only thing I'll say in Alice's defense. Ever.
we established that we were only there for like 3 months. So if we weren't there during the original Findelmus at some point, how would they know who we are to save Findelmus?
You weren't for the original Findle.
To be fair,
Then they wouldn't
they're
have known
not
us.
from Oxbane. They must have just been visiting.
Hey, let me tell you about our patrons real quick. So,
Yeah, tell us about this
this.
thank you so much. So without these people, who are mostly nicknames, I'm sorry I don't know all your real names. Without these people, this show would not exist. Or if it did exist, it would be way shittier than it is. And it's probably
Confirmed.
already
It
not
would be
great
much
still.
shittier than it is.
But so many great things. If you guys are listening to these episodes, I can only assume the quality, the listenability is improved by 1,000% because of these Patreon donations, we can afford to hire an audiomancer like Ging to come and not only be a semen-based joke, but also be an amazing part of our team who makes our podcast a better quality product for you listening. So thank you so much to these patrons that are Avon. Avon is
listening right now. She's
listening right now. She's
looking
on
at
the
you
call
as annoyed as
because
possible.
she's the highest tier possible. Thank you so much, Avon. You are our truest and dearest hero.
Yes.
Albert Legro, you're a fucking mystery. No one knows what your deal is. We can't get you to come to Discord. You don't respond to emails. Sometimes I see notes outside my house that are left by you in blood. Thank you so much, Albert Legro. You've been with us since the beginning. Bianca Zelda from the Broadswords. You were our first guest we ever had on our show. You're one of our first patrons. You are such an amazing staple of this community. Every single time I see you post on Twitter, Instagram, you light up my life. Thank you so much, Yonks. I call you Yonks because we're close like that. Caster,
cease and desist on that one.
probably. Caster, Cast Pollux, Cast. You are just so amazing. I love your shop. I love everything that you sell in there, and you make me happy every single time you post something in the Discord. It tickles my funny bone. We get on the same wavelength. Thank you so much. Gid is just so cool and so amazing, an amazing artist, super talented, always supportive across the world. In Europe, he supports us, and he is always there late at night when everybody else is asleep because they're on, USA time, and he's there, and you're a constant confidant for me. You're working with me on bringing the Tempure's tome of Animail into reality, and I love you. Hottie McHotterson. What to say about Hottie McHotterson?
Dwayne, take that one away.
No, I like where Shane's going with this.
Hottie McHotterson, you are so hot, sizzling, and you married Dwayne. And without your constant support in that marriage, as well as in for our product, our DM wouldn't be able to perform. He wouldn't be able to.
I will say this: I record in our bedroom, so my very pregnant wife is not in her bed asleep to do this, so we can do this podcast. So yeah, you should all send her good vibes and lots of thank yous, because
to talk about the role that a wife, a loved one, a husband has on your life, and your ability just to mentally be able to deal with the day, and then alone this huge project. I know she's an endless, boundless source of support for Dwayne, and I know that if she weren't that amazing, positive, supportive impact in his life, that he would not be able to come out here and deliver these hits like he does every single week. So
she's fucking listening to this episode, at least the end.
I'm at 103, so right around
there we go, confirmed. I was just go like, hey babe, just listen to this One Piece. I know you don't listen to any other episode, but just this one, because this happens at the end of every episode. We do this.
Yeah, we totally. Holly McHarrison, thank you so much. D&D and Doodles. Your art is amazing. I remember when I first reached out to you, it was in support of Min-Max Mankind, the first ever Min-Max Mankind, the only ever Min-Max Mankind at the time of this recording. And you were so on board to come and support this amazing thing we were trying to do. It wasn't even a thing, and we were just trying to do a nice thing, and you didn't even hesitate. And I will always be thankful to you for that. One Shot Onslaught, or not One Shot Onslaught, I apologize. That's later. Joseph Timness from Nerd Asylum. Thank you so much for inviting us to DrawCon. Thank you so much for giving us a platform. Thank you so much for allowing us to take part in your charity events that you do every single month at Nerd Asylum on Twitch. Check it out. You're a force for good in this community, and you have never tried to hold anything, reserve anything, or do anything. You've always just tried to be so amazing and giving in this community, and I consider you a real and genuine, man after my own heart. Thank you so much, Joe. Neff, you came to us a little bit later than some of our fans, and you have been amazing every step of the way. You are on Twitter, you are retweeting, you are trying to get the word out. You're so supportive of every single episode that we put out. You are always giving us feedback and support, and it makes my day every single time I see you tweet. Thank you so much, Neff. Lance, I consider to be a true and dear friend. Lance is an amazing artist. Lance is a DM of an upcoming podcast, 20-Sided Adventures. We are so blessed to have Lance in our life. It is insane. Thank you so much, Lance. One Shot Onslaught, particularly Adam, the DM. Thank you so much for always partnering with us in different projects. I love to watch your Twitch streams. I love to see everything you do. I love to see you interacting with our group and Discord, and love you see you do all the things you do. Thank you so much, Adam. Thank you so much, One Shot Onslaught. You guys are funny as fuck. Rachel Todd, Dragon or Dragon Bait, as you see a lot of times, we're always referring to Dragon because she's one of our staunchest supporters. Across the board, Dragon has been there since day one.
From the beginning. She's
from the
OG.
beginning. Since before we were even a podcast. We just were on Instagram trying to post memes and build a following before we released our first episode. And Dragon was there. And then when we started Discord, Dragon was there. And when we started Patreon, Dragon was there. And one of the true nicest people that I've ever met in my life will always go out of her way to make sure that you're okay and that you're having a great day, and always wants to ask about you. And it's thank you, Dragon.
You know what I can say is pretty consistent is when I get up in the morning and get ready for work and check Discord and just like send a good morning, Dragon like responds, "Good morning, Dwayne. How are you?" It makes me feel so good.
Yeah, Dragon's If our dungeon mom Alex is the heartbeat of our Lawful Stupid family, then Dragon is the pulse.
Maybe she's our dungeon stepmom.
She could be.
Yeah.
Oh, she's too good to be a stepmom.
My dungeon mother-in-law. I don't know.
Dungeon grandma, but not in an old way. Like grandmas are so loving and supportive. Not by age.
That could be.
She's just about to
Could
let
be.
you.
I don't know. But I'm super grateful every day that she accepted that Instagram followed us back and has been a huge part of this endeavor, and I'm super grateful. And then, of course, Rocking Your Star. We all met her on the last, or second to last, because Doodles was the last guest star. But came on, was super happy. Does minis, does art. Is always super friendly. She motivates me constantly with her, kind of striving to do better things and always self-improve. Like I always see that, and I just know like that's what I want to do too. So Star is just a huge part of this thing we call the Lawful Stupid Dominion, or the LSD, or the Lawful Stupid Family. And thank you so very much. And that is all of our patrons. And if you listen to the show and you're not a patron, I'm not going to take this moment to say, hey, you should be one and you should give us all the money. But I'm going to say that you should reach out to one of these people if you enjoy our show even a little bit and thank them, because without them, it wouldn't be. It would either not be a show or be a show that you probably didn't like. Thanks, guys. We love you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, say thank you, other boys.
I love
Alex
you
said
very
you're too
much.
kind. Devin really quick. No, yeah, that's all it is. It's thank you. And every time we do other stuff, we reach too far. We try to do other things. We try to make supplements to the game, and we try to do different weird games with weird mechanics. Especially me, I always like fucking with the game, and these guys step up every time to just support me and make sure that I know that it's okay to be creative, and it's okay to try things, and it's okay to be me, giant nerd who wants to share this game and a sense of, well-being, love for the community. I don't know. You don't get that everywhere. You don't get that anywhere. I don't say you won't get that everywhere. You don't get that anywhere in this world. Just this level of acceptance and love and support, and I'm very, very grateful that it's in my life.
Me too, also as well. Well, on that ridiculously awesome and sweet note, we're going to call this episode.
Yeah, you are great.